have to learn to read energy. The
I have seen
women,
the wildest things.
yeah. Look, you have senses that they told you to ignore. That gives you your greatest ability to see the frauds.
Okay.
Why do you think they told you to ignore it? They must be the ones committing the fraud.
Facts. That's okay. So I feel like Black women have been under attack for a very long time. And
Ever since Linda,
and I do want to tell fellas right now, all this, what does a woman bring to the table? Oh, she's a gold digger. Oh, this. I just want to put it out there right now for any man that's watching this. A woman is a multiplier in a mirror. So if you see a gold digger, that's what you are. If you see chaos, that's what you are. Because whatever you give a woman, she's going to multiply it and give it back to you. That's all we are.
see, that's the problem right there. You're going to multiply it and give it
Period.
back. And, and most of these guys can't take the shit they dish out, let alone take it multiplied in return. That's, that's not my fault. That's
Period.
why I don't. That's why I don't feel about women the way these other guys feel about women.
Because I've known you forever. You ain't never been sorry Instagram, no pussy hungry nigga. Nobody like, oh well, let me see you naked or what's going. Like, yo, you are a positive force. You're a teacher. You're a provider, and you're always there. If you are in your right place as a man, you're a provider. You're a protector. You are here, and you're gonna do whatever you can, when you can, how you can, and you're gonna tell somebody that's not on their right path no, then it's no problem. If you see women as nothing but opportunists, that is because that is what you are. And when you get with somebody and you're not sitting on your square, you're not in your right position, they are now mirroring you. Whatever you give, the woman is going to multiply it. So, like that's the oldest teaching. You give a woman a house, she's going to give you a home. You give her a seed, she's going to give you a baby. You give her some food, she's going to give you a whole meal. She's going to multiply it. So stop listening to these memes and these different, oh, what do you bring to the table? Woman don't bring nothing to the table but herself because that's all she needed. Because she can create more people and everything else. It could just be her.
But
She meet a guy, she
listen,
going to get a whole bunch of other
it
people.
don't matter what a woman bring to the table if the table she bringing it to have an incompetent workman on the other side.
That part. And it's going to be
It don't
multiplied.
matter whatever she bring to the table, I can work with it.
So see, look, now you're here. Now, what they have as women bringing to the table are your sexy reds, your Sukianas, your bad girls club, all of these different agents working. How, as a woman, do I work to make sure that my kids, the younger girls who listen to me, they like them? How do I make myself not be a hater?
Let me tell you a secret.
And that's what I need to know. Let's go, brother.
Those girls like them as entertainment, but they watch you for interpretation. If because they like her don't make you act like her, they gonna act like you act, and they gonna perceive her as, oh, she's a good artist, and she's not the kind of person I would like to be. Right?
Okay.
And as long as you walking in that glow you walking in, they will rather have that than the spotlight of Hollywood.
I don't know, brother. They willing to like with
They
everything that we're telling them, they still on it.
they do that as a peer group entertainment phenomenon, something that the peer group does. But to role model, they gonna try to role model where they see the greatest amount of feminine expression of beauty. When they see you, they ain't thinking about no goddamn sexy red. No,
No,
not the sexy red,
it's
but
still
that's a knock
hard.
the sexy red shit.
It's still
Because
hard.
when you the grace betrays the noble character.
Okay. And then next question. Palestine. with them killing all the babies and them being like, is that our fight as black people? Is that our fight? Should we be like, oh my God, save Palestine? Because I don't feel anything. And it's bad, and it's horrible, and it's genocide, and
Wait,
it's messed
wait,
up.
wait. I see what's going on over there too.
Okay.
The only time I speak on that bullshit is when it's related to us over here.
That's what I need to know. Is it related to us over here?
Only as reading energy signatures of the fall of the system.
I figured that because I don't have any like, oh my God, I gotta go. We gotta do something. I don't.
Okay, what you watching play out over there is a raging cancer in the body,
Okay.
right? So the symptom is going to cause the surgeon to have to go in and extract the core of the cancer in order to heal the entire body.
Okay.
This was performed in warrants from the International Court of Criminal Justice and for war crimes against the upper tier of the government over there that's ordering these slaughters.
Okay.
Right.
So the slaughters
Right.
are ordered.
But all that is a sensationalized drama designed to make us stop reclaiming our land and watch that fairy tale play out over there of somebody who think God chose them above all nations of the earth to give them some dirt in the Middle East on top of some oil.
Very true.
If God would have chose them people like he chose us, they would have been organic to somewhere on the planet. Think about that for a minute. When we say that our ancestors chose us, it's different from they God chose them. They God had to go in and murder a whole nation of people in order to give his people something. Our God just made us grow up from the land. We from here.
But that's the thing. A lot of us don't know that.
It don't matter. Enough of us do, and the right ones that need to know in order to effectuate the change, they are aware and active.
Facts. The 144.
So you see me, but you also see Yaki Awaken.
Same thing.
You also
You
see
see me?
Seven Bomar. You also see Red Pill, Blue Pill.
Yes.
You also then don't forget we still got elders that's active,
Yes.
right? And they all telling the same thing now. Do we the organic people came to come back for what's ours? And we know what y'all did. We know who did it, when they did it, how they did it, where it was concocted at, who concocted it, how many was in the room. When they laid that dirt out, we know who rolled out the dirt, who played the left hand, who played the right hand, who played that shitty motherfucker in the middle. We know it all
I want to
because
say
they
that
left
that
the
broke my heart
records.
though. That broke my heart though. In decoding that and finding out that, like, when I always said they, I always picture white people. That broke my heart. And then it
You,
also broke my heart even more to know that Noble Jew Ali, in those pictures he left, I'm so thankful to him that he was able to leave those pictures in very few writings, but in those pictures and those writings, you knew that somebody was out here fighting for you, where they kind of was trying to show you, and it just took for you to have the knowledge. Now, my question is this, because I've seen Jay-Z and Beyonce put these images in their music, like the video Ape Shit. When they were like they were in that weird ass museum, they're like, yo, why are they showing us this? Is this them telling us our history because they have to, or telling us that they kind of stole it? Like, what part does that play in?
look, 444, I got the keys. I'm black. I'm going ape shit like a nigga in Paris. Now, the nigga in Paris is the ones who signed what's known today as the Treaty of Peace and Friendship.
That's how we got the statue.
These are the motherfucking sellouts. Wasn't none of them from over here that was signing that document. So now these niggas in Paris is going ape shit. They erected the tower because that's where I fell at the hands of the Dirty Moors. They sent us the Statue of Liberty, the drag
I
queen,
said the Statue of Liberty, the
the
Young Lady
drag
Drag.
queen, to let us know that it was a drag race against drag queens across the land, masquerading as the matriarchs, pretending to be our government.
Child, with the wigs and everything.
This is
Yeah.
the March of the Mares. A mare is a female horse.
Meg the
So why is
Stallion.
all these men sitting their testicles in Big Mama's seat in the town? Think about that for a minute. It's a drag
And
race.
I thought that when they made, who was Bruce? Because Bruce turned woman when he was facing that trial. When he was about to go to jail for murder, all of a sudden you turned into a woman. Remember he got into the car accident and all of a sudden you're the chick. Like, it's weird. Oh,
Listen,
shoot. Hold on, brother.
help her out. I think I can let somebody else in. Yeah, so the drag race across the land, chasing the drag queen. The men dressed up to be women are the men who sits in the seat of the mayor, because the mayor is the mother of the town, and the mother of the town has a clerk that is her spokesman, who just so happens to be her counterpart, or what we would call husband. But in the formalities of common government, this would just be a person she hired to read into the public domain her edicts for the allocation of resources, what's available, how can we make it available, what can the people do, you know what I'm saying, or what do they need help with in their community. We know these people that do that. Send these people to go give these people help. Because all of the big mamas is connected. Grapevine, right? So, um, Mia, 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 Mia. Yes. So that's that Statue of Liberty.
Up, where I left off at, you were speaking about the flip about how I'm from Oxford, North Carolina, and you were right down the street from Oxford, Michigan.
Mhm.
Um, so what I left off at was that how I entered. My parents had me very, very young. My mother was 12 and my father was 16. So my grandma did all the raising, right? And a lot of how I came up and how I was brought up in a small town. I think no more than like 4,000 people, if that. Um, you grew up with your cousins, and your cousins lived down the street, and and all that good stuff from the country. But a lot of stuff that was taught to me and that was instilled in me from my grandmother was passed down, from her mother and her mother's mother and all that good stuff. But as I sit back and I look at, what's taking place and, how literally I've chosen to be incarnated in these times that we're in, and putting the pieces together, and listening to great teachers as yourself and Blue Pill and Yaki and my good brother B-Dale and a couple of others, just putting things together for myself. I often find myself trying to take what's being said and rewrite it in a way to where it can be, I guess, decoded for the people back at home. Because when I go back home with this, it's like, what is she talking about? What's going on? But the bloodline is so deep there and so rich there, that it's like a yearn for me to want to show them and want to tell them what's going on. Um, I guess so. My question would be, being that we're ushering in this matriarch energy, and for the people from the small towns, like, as myself, or the people that seem quote unquote small, even though I know there's many of us here everywhere. What is the best way, or in what way should I continue to go about carrying out the mission?
Well, it depends on your skill set, right? What was you already doing? Because when you get drafted to do this spiritual work, the life that you live in is either training you for it or it's the path you walking on your spiritual journey unfolding is the life you live,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you have a particular set of skills, those skills, like I know how to read codes.
Mm-hmm.
So the tribes need me to read the codes so I can tell everybody what's going on behind the scenes based on the codes I'm reading,
Mm-hmm.
right? You might have a different skill.
Teaching. Love.
So
I love. Yeah.
remember, the teacher's job is to free the child's mind to see the future they want to live.
Right.
So you can spend time with children, teaching them to see bigger than the life around them because life is bigger, and the bigger life is, the more beautiful it glows.
Mm-hmm.
You teach them about the gold in their heart, those things that make you feel warm and fuzzy. Keep
Mm-hmm.
doing that shit because it's making that gold in your heart grow. You tell the children the stuff that make you smile real big, that's what you want to do more of to make that gold in your heart grow.
Right.
The stuff that make you feel bad that you did it, that's slowing down that gold from growing that's in your heart, right? And by exercising the golden rule, treating people how you want to be treated, then you don't build up the negative energy and you begin to see life as a beautiful opportunity to experience this 3D reality before you go back into the non-feeling spirit realm,
Mm-hmm.
right? It teaches them to free their mind. When you tell a child they can do anything, you got to give them examples of what you mean,
Right. Absolutely.
right? And we gonna be when the matriarchy fully online, we gonna be doing resort schools for people that homeschool to come in and learn how to use certain psychic abilities for gifted children, and they all gifted.
Mm.
You just got to find out and teach them how to tap into their psychic strength, which is
Right.
like teaching the X-Men how to control his superpower.
Mm. Agree. I agree. I agree. Uh, just thinking about what you're saying, my grandma used to always tell me, you can do anything, that you put your mind to. And everything that I touched, literally, I grew up doing basketball, track, volleyball. I played 7 different instruments. I read music, just different avenues of, you know, her pushing me to express and find my, different ways. Applying it now to my adulthood and listening to what you're saying, it is that warm, fuzzy feeling that you can attest that, just seeing people having that aha moment that, oh, I get it now, or especially seeing it in children where they already know. You just have to remind them of what they already know, what they're already coming into. Um, yeah, I feel like it's purpose in how I came up and where I've come up from. Especially, I'm still trying to figure out and learn, my whereabouts of where I came from, as far as being from North Carolina and deep rooted there. But just wanting to make sure that, I feel like the bloodline is in my hands, and just to be able to touch and reach everybody possible.
So it's stuff you can do community wise to like go to all the different churches and have a meeting and gather all of the different churches church mothers together.
Mm.
That's a matriarchal